Hey guys, what's going on? Justin Masson here with Nintendo Dads, and today I want to break down a little bit of a rumor that we've been hearing that you should probably know about. So let's jump into it. There is a big swirling rumor right now that we're expected to get a Nintendo Direct in about 1 week from now, April 11th specifically. And we've actually got some information on the Direct potentially. We've got some leaked information. So I'm going to cover it with you. Again, spoiler, this may or may not be true. It's a rumor, it's a leak, it's kind of all over the place. But I want to break down for you why I think some of this could be true and other statements of like, maybe, maybe not. So let's start off with first. It is scheduled to be next Thursday, so that's April 11th. Now the reason that this date is actually very specific and very important is the fact it's basically the last time, or it's a couple days before, Reggie officially retires from Nintendo. So this will be Reggie's actual final Nintendo Direct. And I think that's one of the reasons why, for me, this kind of feels like it actually may be true. Reggie has been such a cornerstone of the Nintendo Directs and is very transparent about talking directly to fans and enjoys that communication. So this kind of is a great kind of official last send-off for him. So it's one of the reasons why I'm thinking, yeah, this actually may happen because I think it aligns very nicely. So I'm going to break down a couple more of the rumors here to make sure that we are talking about it. I'm not going to cover every rumor in here, but I'm going to cover the ones that I kind of feel like are probably aligned with it. One of the first things that's mentioned, actually, is that there is anticipated to be 3 DLC packs are announced for Mario Party. There will be 2 boards, which will be shown off, and 3 new characters, including Pauline, Spike, and Baby Mario. And the release will be on May 3rd for this DLC. Now, this actually feels like this could be true. Now, the reason for it is very simple. We know that the new president of Nintendo has blatantly said he wants to look for opportunities to more easily integrate DLC into existing content. We saw this recently with Captain Toad, here in New Level. So I think they're looking for opportunities to very easily do it. Almost every single first-party Nintendo game that has been put out in the last 2 years has had some either free DLC or update DLC or additional content that's been added to supplement it. The only one that's actually really been missing this has indeed been Mario Party. So the timing of it actually seems pretty accurate. So that's one that I feel like, yeah, that feels, yeah, okay, I'll believe that one. Also, I'd like to see more boards and more characters because it's a great game. So there you go. The next one is at the SNES game. So this is the Super Nintendo Online will be coming to the Switch Online very soon. And it will show off games such as Super Mario Kart, Kirby, Dreamland 3, Super Punch-Out! And this will launch on May 1st, and it will have its own separate app. So what we mean by that is here is the Nintendo Switch. So currently there is our Nintendo Online. It would then have a Super Nintendo Online one as well. So there'd be a separate app for it as well. That kind of makes sense. Not a huge shock. We've seen the data codes, the rumors before that a Super Nintendo Online was coming. We've seen the games list. We saw the coding. This isn't a huge shock. Now, I would have anticipated that this was actually probably going to come in E3, but I may be wrong and it may be coming in early May. Now, the interesting thing is that, again, the president of Nintendo has blatantly said, we need to get more people on using the Nintendo Switch Online. This is like easy basics, right? So we've obviously got, hey, here are the Nintendo games we've got. Here are the controller you can buy. Here's exclusive Splatoon gear. Here's Tetris 99. By the way, Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you get it. So they're trying to find and incentivize a lot of reasons for people to go and get the Nintendo Switch Online. And I think by adding this, it will help to entice more people to get the system as well. So this feels like this is definitely happening. Again, whether it's May 1st or whether it's June, I'm not 100% sure. But the rumor says May 1st. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Another big component of this that I want to break down as well. Now, again, there's a lot of other little pieces of rumors in here. I don't want to go line by line, but I want to kind of talk about ones why I think this may actually happen. The next one is that they do kind of a major blowout of Super Mario Maker 2. And they add a lot of additional content in here, including a 2-player co-op in the game, being able to play as Luigi, Mario, or Toadette. New items are being shown off, such as the penguin suit, acorn suit, frog suit. So a bunch of these kind of ones that we know as well. There are also, each level has themes, deserts, forests, a night mode. So there's a lot of kind of things going on there. This I actually feel is probably pretty accurate in relation to the fact that we're going to have a blowout for Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker is going to be released in June, the same time that E3 is. Now this is about the same window where last year it was Mario Tennis, the year before that it was ARMS. So what this actually means is that traditionally Nintendo has done, prior to that, the June release, they do a direct that actually has a large blowout of that content in there. Last year, again, it was Super Mario Tennis, or Tennis Aces, Tennis, and they spent about 8 minutes in a direct kind of telling you more and more features about it. So this actually kind of accurately aligns with what Nintendo has done in the past. They're not going to, they're going to have this at E3, but it's not going to be a massive blowout at E3 because literally it's either coming out that week or the week after. So they're not going to spend a huge amount of time hyping that there. They're going to do pre-hype, which is what they're doing here. This makes sense. I really do legitimately think they're going to do a larger blowout of Super Mario Maker so that we know more and more about it and get us more excited. They also mentioned here that there'll be a bundle of red, and finally there is a Super Mario Maker Switch bundle with one yellow and Joy-Con and one red Joy-Con, and the bundle will be released on June 14th. Again, this is about the week after E3. That is the same time frame as Mario Tennis was released last year. It all aligns. We haven't seen any bundles for new Joy-Cons yet. Seems pretty easy to do a yellow and red, so this kind of seems accurate. Next one is we get a first look at Luigi's Mansion 3 with a working title of Luigi's Mansion Tomb Service. Don't necessarily know about that title. Apparently it says here that it has been leaked earlier. Not 100% sure if it has. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong or whatever. And then the game is set for an October release. This kind of makes sense. It's Luigi's Mansion. It's Halloween-esque. October makes sense. I predicted this one. Not a huge shock. The next thing I want to talk about here is why I also think this is very true. Smash Ultimate Update 3.0. We were teased it last time saying more to come, and they said that by the end of April we're going to have that update and we're also going to have our first DLC, which is the Joker. This is the accurate time for it. So it is revealed that the stage builder and home run contest will be added and that they're going to tease more modes in the future. We get a first full trailer of Joker 3.0 and it will be released on April 11th, which is the day after the Direct. And that the second fighter is not revealed, but rather will be revealed at E3 where we'll get actually 2 announcements there. I don't know what I said about the E3 second announcement part, but Nintendo needs to tell us what's coming in the 3.0 patch. They've spent a lot of time with Smash. They hype Smash. This is where they're going to do it. They're going to tell us time. So this, again, is one of the reasons why April we will get a Nintendo Direct. They are going to tell us this. It's a big thing they've been hyping. Joker coming in is a huge thing. And then we've also got that rumor of Persona 5S swirling out here for an April 25th announcement date as well. So there is a ton of kind of hype around that alignment. So this absolutely aligns with what I believe is going to happen as well. Couple final things we get told here is that we kind of do a final cut back to Reggie. Kind of says last things of, hey, by the way, thanks very much. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and I've enjoyed your time or been with you. I have one last thing, but make sure you stay till the end. What he then does is he actually does a first look reveal of Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch. So no official title yet, but just kind of Animal Crossing for the Switch. And they're saying here set for release in September. Again, I think that aligns actually quite well with it. So that's really great. And then it kind of fades, right? So one more thing, we get a fade, we get Animal Crossing, boom. But then at the very end, actually, after it kind of fades away and Reggie leaves, it actually says here that Doug Bowser actually shows up. And kind of is the first introduction of like, hi, I'm Doug Bowser. Now this is kind of where it gets a little bit like, I don't think so. It says Doug Bowser shows up and basically says, hey, welcome, I'm Doug, kind of the new guy. And by the way, I have something for you. And it is the Mother 3 Collection HD, all remastered Earthbound Switch thing. It's got all 3 of the games HD and set for a winter release. Now, here's what I don't necessarily believe that's coming, the Mother thing, but I do potentially believe that we're going to see Doug Bowser at the end. Remember, we want to see who Doug is and get him some more information. He is now the face of Nintendo of America, taking kind of that throne or that spot from Reggie. So we as audience members have to actually start to get to know who he is and get some exposure to him. This is a great opportunity before E3 for him to come out and say, hi, I'm Doug. Here's who I am. I'm excited to be here and get to know his personality again before he's put on kind of the main stage at E3 or in the direct where we get to see him more. So this is kind of actually a good opportunity. Again, I don't know necessarily about the Earthbound component of it, but we'll see. Guys, that is kind of the rundown. Again, this is a rumor, and again, this may come to fruition, it may not, but this is a lot of noise swirling around it. I don't doubt in April that we're going to get a Nintendo Direct. We are absolutely going to. Again, you've got a lot of hanging hooks out there along the lines of your Smash Bros. 3.0 update. We want to start getting some hype and some more information about Super Mario Maker. So there is a lot of kind of hanging things out there, and then the alignment of obviously Reggie's retirement. So I think this is legitimate in some of it, and some of it not. But I guess in like a week from now, we'll know. Guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is this legitimate? Is it actually going to happen? What would you like to see as well? And guys, thanks very much for tuning into Nintendo Dads and supporting everything we do. Bye-bye.